I'm going to shoot your fucking father, and I'm going to shoot all that work for him, that draw people's blood. I'm going to shoot all the that work with your father. Because you know what? Your father's Italian, and he's a piece of crap. And I'm going to strangle him with ropes. And then I'm going to beat every that worked in the office. You all are white trash. Did you fucking hear me? Y'all are trash. And Eminem knows it. And you know what? I like violence. You pieces of shit.
On today's show we have When Boobs Are Attacked, Dave Jackson rocks green eggs and ham, Boston's metal band Drag Chain, Blazing Saddles, 63-year-old Spider-Man, Jim's 72 Chevelle, Bobby Thumbs Feel So Good. I wish you can fit them in my 16-pin outlet. I swear Bobby makes me leak lithium juice.
Don't say any potty words, 'cause my mom is listening.
Hello planet Earth, this is Live Nude Puppets. In alphabetical order: Bobby, Paul, Jimmy, Bartlett, and Jay Pierce.
I love that.
I don't get it.
This girl had like double E-tits when I was growing up. She was like 18. She finally had a boob reduction. So my buddy and I found out about this, and we
finally, like, everyone's like, "Thank God, Jesus, we were tired."
Well, no, like
the whole neighborhood was really.
The damn things are just dragging around on the ground.
All these teenage boys are like, "Jesus, thank God she got those tits shaved down inside."
She had all these puppies and kittens trying to jump up at her,
trying to milk them.
trying to feed.
So little Tiffany, and she's a little girl too, and little Tiffany goes and she has the reduction because it was hurting her back. So I mean, I get it, but we had a funeral for her boobs.
Good idea.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed appropriate at the time. I mean, it was like, we're never gonna see your boobs again. We're gonna miss them. See ya.
Did she get to keep the extra so that you guys could actually bury it?
That would have been great. I didn't even think of that.
And it goes a little something like this.
Tiny, live from Joliet Prison, is in our house. Dave Jackson on the mic. Dave Jackson, take it away now.
Yes, I am, said Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham.
Yeah,
Word.
Dave Jackson, in the house now.
You know, people say it's funny, but really, it's brown and runny. Diarrhea.
How'd you get it, Dave?
Green eggs and ham.
Give it up now.
Diarrhea.
Let it out now.
Green eggs and ham.
Give it up now.
Diarrhea.
Take it, Dave.
Word.
Dave Jackson.
I'm not really pissed off, but I'm intense.
Yeah.
You guessed it, because we just can't get enough of live nude puppets.
Yeah.
Diarrhea. Green eggs and ham.
Yeah.
Diarrhea.
Let it out now.
Word. Okay, production value trying to save that one.
Yeah.
Word.
I had a 72 Chevelle Malibu.
Nice.
Had a 350 in it with a 4-barrel carb. Came like that stock.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, there's nothing stock about my car.
It was my grandma's car, literally.
Shit.
It had 12 miles on it.
I paid $1 for it, and I drove it back from Grand Rapids, Michigan, which is a 3-hour ride.
Mhm.
That thing cooked.
Yes, it does.
No, I mean, it started on fire on the highway, and I sat and watched it cook.
I'm too excited to wait. Let's roll the next segment. Hey, Roofy! Jeez, we gotta get this. Hey, Roofy!
Yeah, yes?
Roll the tape!
We don't have any grapes.
No, Roofy, not grapes. I said roll the tape.
Oh, that's terrible. Who was raped?
Roofy, roll the next segment.
Oh, all right. Here we go, button. Pushing now. Ready? 3, 6, 1. Roll the tape.
This is Jay Puppin, and it's my extreme pleasure to introduce Ben from Drag Chain. How you doing today, bud?
Hi, Jay. How are you?
I'm well.
I'm doing awesome. Thank you.
Well, let me ask you, growing up, were there any specific groups that ignited your passion? So that, I want to be a rock star. I know most people say the big four, the Anthrax, Slayer, Megadeth, Metallica.
No, actually, for me, would you believe it was Striper and Iron Maiden?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on the first on our show.
Thank you. So, I came here from India in 1980. Really, in India, back then, there was really not a lot of rock or pop music being heard because it just didn't make it out there. But then when...
not to interrupt you, but we actually do have fans in India. They may
the
actually...
scene today is awesome. The scene in India today is awesome. But when I first got here, really, none of this music ever made it out there. So it was all new for me. And I remember when Quiet Riot came out with Metal Health, and it got to number one.
I love that.
Yeah, it got out to number one, and I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And the next thing you know, Van Halen puts out their stuff with 84 and 5150, and I just got hooked into the whole hair metal scene. And then a good friend of mine gave me an Iron Maiden album, and he's like, dude, you got to check this out. And I had never heard of them. And I plugged it in, and it was their Somewhere in Time album, and I could not believe what I was hearing.
Oh, yeah.
And about that time, I also saw the video for Wasted Years, and that was it. I just said, wow, this is freaking amazing. Just this awesome music. And then about the same time, Striper really started to hit it big, so I got into that. Next thing you know, I'm starting to learn the intro riff to Wasted Years. And that led to a little bit heavier stuff. Another friend of mine introduced me to Metallica, and my first real Metallica song I heard was Fade to Black. And instantly, it was love at first sight, right? Our first hear, it's like, wow, what is this stuff? Next thing you know, I get that album, Ride the Lightning, and it's just like to the next level, right?
For me, Master of Puppets. I mean, I can remember when I was standing the first time I heard Master of Puppets, I'm like, what am I listening to? I need more.
Yes. So I started with Ride the Lightning, and then the next album I got from my friend was, our tape I got from him was Master of Puppets. And then it was like, okay, I think I know I got to start playing. So I still listen to Metallica every chance I get, but by then, you know, my taste of metal had really expanded to the big four, including Testament, Exodus, and all that kind of good stuff. But what was happening in the Boston area was also kind of cool back then. There were a lot of really good local bands like Wargasm, Trip Hammer, and so on, all playing thrash and really making a scene here in the Boston area. So it was fun, and it's funny now that I'm playing with these my bandmates. We were all at those shows, though we didn't know each other. We all have recollections of going to specific shows and talking about the craziness and the shenanigans that had happened that night, and saying, "Oh my God, we were in the same room, but we just didn't know each other."
You know, you had the exact same experience.
Yes, and I think that's part of, I guess, why, you know, as a band, we kind of it brings you together, right? Because you kind of recollect stuff that you enjoyed, and the next thing you know, you had others you can talk about with that experience. So that was kind of cool. That is kind of cool. I mean,
let's talk about your upcoming demo here.
The song is called Power Play. It's about, and this was actually, the lyrics to this all about what is happening in politics today, which is, right? It's about the Democrats, about the Republicans, how there's such craziness between these two parties, and how we as the populace really have to stand by and watch.
Well, you know what
craziness happen.
What I really appreciated about this song was, and it's very straightforward with the lyrics. There's no guesswork behind it. There's a very raw and old school sound going out at the same time.
Yeah.
And
thank you.
Is this something the fans can expect from the rest of your demo?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is our roots, right? Early 80s thrash metal with, you know, early stages of Exodus, early stages of Metal Church, right? How this thing actually, like, when production wasn't really all that awesome at the time, and you just had to, like, play. And you couldn't go to the studio and say, you know what, fix it. You had to, like, play it and play it right.
Well, when I first listened to it, I thought, you know, to say it's got a punk quality is not accurate, because it's not punk at all, but it's got that raw feel to it as a punk song would. You know, it's very,
fair enough,
very, very non-compromising. It's just.
This was our first song we ever wrote. So me and the bassist, about 2 years ago when we started jamming on this stuff, it was the first real composition that we had. And then as soon as we got the singer and so on, it just fell into place.
I got tongue-tied. Where can fans go to see Drag Chain live? You got any upcoming shows?
Drag Chain Live. The next show is August 3rd. It'll be at a place called the Midway Cafe in Jamaica Plain, Massachusetts.
Cool.
Yeah. We'll be putting that out in terms of our Facebook page and so on very shortly, so that the Facebook page is, you know, facebook.com/dragchainband.
That'll also be available in the show notes on the show, as well as on our website at livenewpuppets.com. Will you have the demo done by the time you have that show?
Absolutely. So we are kind of going through the mixing and the mastering process right now. So hopefully by the end of May, early June, we'll have our 5 songs pretty much out the door.
So you got to go to the show to get the album. That's the way it goes.
Yeah, for the first one, I think that's kind of, you know, whether we call it a release party or something that we haven't really mapped out yet, but I think that will be a very good spot or time for people to show up and really watch us and kind of enjoy our brutality as metal goes. So.
It rocks, man. I love it. You guys have anybody you'd like to thank? People that have been helping you along the way?
Yeah, along the way, I think the bassist, Dave, we practice in his basement, so we kind of appreciate the fact that we practice there without getting, let's say, any flack.
Yeah, about Dave's basement. If you go to the website, you'll see a picture of this, and it's a rendition of Fenway Park. I couldn't believe what I was looking at. I called him
Yeah.
up. I was like, "This is real, man. Where are you at the park?" He goes, "No, that's the basement." I'm like, "That's so
Yeah,
cool."
so this kid, he's a huge Red Sox fan. I guess, if you like baseball and you're from Boston, about the only thing you're going to like is the Red Sox. So
Patriots.
about 6 or 7, no, well, sure, but if you're a baseball fan, right?
Yeah.
So so he has a man cave down in his basement, painted the Green Monster on Fenway, and if you see the scores, it was that 4th game of the World Series where the last inning, the Sox came back and put in like 3 or 4 runs to beat the Yankees to really get that momentum going to win the 2004 series, or the World Series in 2004,
Right.
after 86 years or something like that. So that's what he's got there, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I
I
like
gotta
it.
say.
It's very unique for a basement.
Yeah, for sure. So, every time we get there, we talk about our lives, what's going on, and kind of every time the Sox play, there's some discussion about the Sox. Hey, would you believe this weekend there was a 3-game series against the Yanks, and Sox won all 3. So
Sweet.
I guess the next time we meet, we're going to have a beer for that.
There you go.
Yeah. And of course, all our own personal families, they do put up with us kind of not being around certain nights or weekends or whatever to kind of put this stuff together, and just kind of the scene. I think.
Or as I like to call them, our biggest fans.
Yeah, the scene, right? So I think people who show up to the shows, who participate in local music, even though these days there's so many choices of what you can do. People that die-hard fans of metal show up, they enjoy, they participate, they purchase. So those are the types of real, kind of the things the scene needs.
Sure.
So I thank all of them that are out there who do it night after night, week after week, and really support the local musicians playing metal.
Well, then, thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to talk with me, and
Sure.
it's been great hanging with you, bud. I really,
Thank you.
enjoying what you guys are doing, and I look forward to hearing the finished product.
Awesome.
I got tongue-tied.
Live Nude Puppets is proud to have an interview with 63-year-old Spider-Man.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins away.
I do birthday parties, bachelorette parties, minor crimes, stuff that doesn't require me to get much off the ground.
No heavy lifting. No safes.
Yeah, there's my knee. I'm definitely going to have a knee replacement. If you notice, I always land on my right knee. And I push off the building on my right knee. And that was killing me. And I didn't realize it. When I was 19 years old, I didn't care, and I didn't think then. But there's no cartilage left in there. And it just, grinded like this all day long.
All right. Well, it's been good talking to you, Spidey.
Oh. Okay. Well, if you're going to be like that.
So I remember having those dachshunds. And I was real little. I was maybe 2. And I just remember the dog always running up and licking me on the face and laughing. And she goes, "Yeah, Jay, we had to get rid of that dog. We thought it might have been a little retarded." I said, "Okay." She goes, "You really don't remember anything other than it licking you?" I said, "No." She goes, "It used to tackle you, hump you, and lick your face the entire time it was doing it." The dog was literally molesting me as a toddler. I was getting my ass raped by a dog, and I had no idea. I'm just laying on the floor going, "It's liking me."
My dad bought some fish stuff at an aquarium, and just for they were having a raffle. He threw a name in. We won a dog.
That's a bad Snapple flavor.
Yeah, we won a dog, right? So
fucking great.
That's the worst raffle gift
ever.
Yeah, you might as well win an alligator. What the fuck are you gonna do with that?
The dog we won was a poodle that no one had bought, so it was getting older, so they had to get rid of it.
It's old and cranky,
so
had no teeth.
We get this dog, and it's freaking retarded. Literally, it's mentally retarded. It can't do like anything that a dog should do. It can't swim.
Dog stuff.
It can't do. So one day I was in my room was in the basement area, And so I'm down there. It's late at night, getting high. I hear this loud buzz noise and a thump. And I go upstairs, and my dog is laying on the ground, like convulsing.
It licked an outlet. It licked an outlet.
No, it pissed in an outlet.
Stupid animal.
This dog was 7 years old when it pissed in an outlet. This dog never would be housebroken. It was so stupid. It just pissed and shit in wherever it was. If you were outside, great. If not, right on the floor, didn't matter.
Just randomly wherever.
When did you get rid of the dog after that?
You didn't have to. It electrocuted it.
Mom felt sorry for the dog, so she kept it at about, I don't know, I was probably 14 or 15.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you know what? In my house, that story would end totally different.
Sorry.
We're expediting this Darwin thing for you.
Yeah, but you'd have to cover up the murder, so you'd have to re-electrocute it in the balls again.
Yeah.
To kill it. So the vet couldn't figure it out.
Jay, go get the car battery.
It's like he pissed on the outlet. Well, that won't kill a dog unless he does it for a while. He did it for a while.
This isn't his first round with this. He did it on a daily basis.
What an awful dog. And on top of everything, it's a poodle.
Yeah.
I'm just looking. I'm thinking the poodle's smoking. Look, his body's kind of crispy.
And the other thing that
It's
dog
so
would
gross.
do, when you came home, it would bark anytime anyone come to the door like crazy. And he would run at the door, and he would jump up and throw his body into the door. So if you were coming in and he was jumping into the door at the same time, it would slam that wooden door right back into your face.
Like a baseball bat.
That dog
like a
is
big,
fucking
flat
stupid.
baseball
Yeah.
bat.
Wow.
It'd be fun coming into your house. I'd try and go first.
Yeah. Everybody learned that you waited. You waited until you heard the thud against the door, and then you knew it was safe to go in.
You know, it's at this part of the show that we should actually mention
Dog
that we
baseball.
all actually have dogs, and we love our animals, that they really are good.
There's been a lot of sex in my house without a leash and a dog chain.
Right.
So anyway, thanks
Your
for
dog
calling.
is pissed.
Yeah, she's pissed. And those the Dobermans, I guess you'd call them, being literate Dobermans all the time. It's a dog and a human. They go for a lot of money.
Are you saying do a remake of Blazing Saddles?
Yes, I am.
You can't.
Get creative.
It would be great, but they can't. Who would they get? Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker would be hilarious.
Chris Tucker would
That would be a riot.
Yeah, that would be good. It would be really, really good. But who could they get, to do all those other parts?
He shot me in the ass. I don't know, dude. I mean, there's plenty of people that could do that.
Gene Wilder could play Gene Wilder's part.
Yeah, you could never, ever. You know what? I would love to play a Gene Wilder role. That would be awesome.
How about Gene Wilder plays Gene Wilder?
That would be cool. If bring him out of retirement.
I don't think you could get him to do anything.
He didn't do much after his wife died.
Yeah.
All he does is the charity stuff. You don't see him anymore.
I saw him on Inside the Actor's Studio, and it was about a year and a half ago. I think when he taped it, man, it was freaking a good episode, dude. That guy, boy.
You want to know a great movie with him in it?
Go, yeah.
Okay.
Does it have anything to do with the Chocolate Factory?
No.
Damn it!
It's with Zero Mostel.
Does it have anything to do with the sheriff?
No.
Damn it!
They're back in like Roman times.
Is it a Mel Brooks film?
No.
Damn it!
You're losing me. No Mel Brooks. No N-word. Dom DeLuise was in that, and I didn't even remember it.
12 Chairs.
He recently was brought up in a conversation that Rob was having at Comic-Con.
And I posted, so it's like 4 podcasts back. It's like 4 minutes long. It's awesome.
Fuck.
Just be like
When I first when I first showed my wife Blazing Saddles, she hadn't seen it yet.
Oh my god!
And she was 30. No, she was 31, and she had never seen anything like this before. She goes, "I don't know that I'm old enough to watch this movie. This is wildly inappropriate." And I said, "Well,
really?
It's part of Americana. Being from the South, right? Like, are you kidding?
Really? All right, let me ask you this.
It's shown every weekend in Chicago. I mean, it's on Channel 9. You can. It's like
So
you can turn it on.
Out
and
of
expect
all
to
of
see
the,
it.
did you see all of the Mel Brooks movies?
No, I don't think Mel has.
I have.
I mean, I like Young Frankenstein.
I've seen every single one of them. I like Young Frankenstein.
I'll fuck him old or young.
You know, it's another great one. High Anxiety.
Yeah,
that's really good.
Never
it's
saw
long.
it. I like History of the Earth, or was it the History one where they label it the first one. What in the wild world of sports do you think you're doing?
What in the wild world of sports are you doing?
Well, gee, I don't know, Mr. Taggart.
What was that guy's name?
Taggart. The big fat guy on the horse was Taggart. I don't know what I can't remember what the other guy, the guy with the red shirt with the black vest, but he was in a commercial. There was a dealership, and they were using the guy from the movie, and he was wearing the same red shirt and black vest, and he would sell Fords. He'd be doing these weird commercials and stuff, and the first time I saw him, I was like, "That's the guy from."
You think that was his job?
Yes, he was.
Was he just a commercial guy, or was he a salesman?
No. He was. If he sold cars, I don't know. I didn't go out there to check it out, but he was definitely in the commercial doing the ads. It was funny as shit too, because he'd be jumping around and doing all kinds of stuff. It was
playing his character from the movie.
Yes.
Wow.
There's not a lot of people alive.
I mean, he probably is. He was surprisingly young in the movie, because if you saw him,
Should we tell what movie we're talking about?
Blazing Saddles is by far one of the best cinematic productions ever.
Yeah, there's a good chance it could have slipped by somebody under 30, but it is one of the best movies
it has.
ever.
I mean, people in their 20s don't know about this movie at all.
And there's things in that movie that they say that you cannot say anymore in movies.
This is the reason why you can't say it, actually.
Jason, what's your favorite line in that movie?
To tell the family secret, my grandmother was Dutch. It just gets me.
Oh yeah. Jim, what's your favorite line in that movie?
There's so many though. I don't know. That just came to mind.
It's true. It's true.
15 Schlitzengruben. I am from Havana.
Tell the censor to get ready. Mine is, we'll take, but we don't want the Irish. That's my favorite line.
We don't want the Irish.
You know,
he's so adamant about it too. That's the best part. Oh, fiddlestick, fine. They can all come with
He's serious about it. He's serious. He's
you
like,
know, in the 70s.
Wait, let me explain what I said. In 1890, that's funny. Where they say we'll take the blanks and the chinks. I can't even say chinks anymore. But we don't want the Irish. We're gonna have to cut a lot of this out already.
I'm holding back, man.
So far, we've got Blazing Saddles.
It's the only thing That's the only thing we can't censor in this one. Thinking that there's gonna be a sequel and the sequel never comes out.
History of the World Part 1.
History of the World Part 1. Thank you. I was losing it there. History of the World Part 1, and then they don't have a second one. Oh, pistol, eh?
And then he had Spaceballs.
I had Spaceballs once, but I took that was better sword for it. Now I'm fine. No, penicillin can't clean. Wait, is Spaceballs the same as chlamydia? Peace and love worldwide. Live life before life lives you.
Adios. Goodbye, everybody.
Hey, Live Nude Puppet fans, go to livenudepuppets.com to get your Live Nude Puppets t-shirt. We got one for $9.99. We got one for $12.99. We got double-sided, you name it. But our fans come first, the lowest prices in t-shirts, and the only t-shirt that gets you laid.
If I was human, I would bob Bobby's knob all night long.
So, that was fun.
I love that.